Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Sean with LV Up TCG, and here's what you might have missed this weekend for Disney Lorcana. So, Fabled had its wide release. You probably knew about that. There was also a number of high-profile tournaments across the country, and that gives us a look at what the meta might be settling into. Probably no surprises, a lot of Dumbo in both Amethyst Sapphire and Amethyst Steel. But there's also some anti-Dumbo decks out there, an Amber Steel aggro, as well as Emerald Sapphire anti-Blurple builds. That one looks pretty interesting. I might give that one more of a look moving forward. But what I really want to talk about is the next set. Now, I know what you're thinking. We've got 2 months to go. Why am I talking about it right now? Because Ravensburger just gave us everything. They gave us high quality images of the entire product lineup, the Trove, the booster box, the booster packs. They gave us the mats, which hadn't been revealed yet, and a really good look at those single player decks, which for the first time they've got cards on them, and the images are of such high quality that you can actually read what's on them. So now seems like as good a time as any to talk about Whispers in the Well. So this next set is going to release on November 7th at hobby stores, and then get its wide release 1 week later on the 14th of November. The 2 new franchises joining the club are Black Cauldron and the Gargoyles TV show. I will admit Black Cauldron is not a property that I have a huge emotional attachment to, but Gargoyles I do. So I'm really excited about that. There's also going to be a special focus for Zootopia. They've already given us 4 cards, like officially, from this set, and of those 4, 3 of them are from Zootopia. So it makes sense that they would want to highlight this particular franchise, especially, and this is pure speculation on my part, Zootopia 2 comes out around the same time, so that might have something to do with the special focus on Zootopia. Other thing we know is that we're getting a new type of card called a Whisper. These are glimmers that, while we don't know a ton about them, the speculation is that there's some sort of half-formed or half-summoned character, and with these new card images, that seems fairly accurate. There's a page motif on the art for these cards that you'll be able to see. And by the way, these images that I'm about to show you come from the single player decks. I just downloaded them from the resource page for Disney Lorcana, so you can go there and see them for yourself if you'd like. Nothing hidden there. So these cards, they do give us a new look at a keyword mechanic called Boost. The assumption I'm going to make is that this is exclusive to Whispers, because of the 8 cards that we have seen from this set, 7 of them are characters, 3 of them are Whispers, and Boost appears on only those 3. So the way it works is you pay a particular ink cost, and then to put the top card of your deck face down under that character, which will then presumably trigger other abilities. So let's look at one of these here. It's called Simba, King in the Making. You can see his stats there. He's a inkable 7 cost with 5 strength, 5 willpower, and 3 lore. He's got boost 3, so you have to pay 3 ink to activate this ability. And then Timely Alliance, which, reading between the lines to kind of fill in some of the gaps, and it probably says whenever you put a card under this character, you may reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a character card, you may play that character for free and they enter play exerted. Otherwise, put it on the bottom of your deck. I like this ability. 7 is a bit much for it, or rather 10 is a bit much to pay for it in one turn, but I do love the callback to Mufasa Betrayed King from, I think it was Rise of the Floodborn, that did something similar when he was banished. So I like that symmetry. So the next one we'll pull up here is Robin Hood Ephemeral Archer. This is a steel glimmer, and he has he's an inkable 4 cost with strength 2, 4 willpower, and an unknown amount of lore. He's got boost 1, and his secondary ability is a little hard to see because it's covered up. Whenever this character quests, presumably if there is a card underneath him, he deals 1 damage to probably another character. I'm guessing on a lot of the stuff for what steel does and what it feels like it should do. We'll be able to tell for certain in a few months. Other card we've got here is Megara, Secret Keeper. She's an inkable 3 cost with 3 strength, 4 willpower, and an unknown amount of lore. She also has boost 1, and her ability, we got to speculate a little more on this one. While there's a card under this character, she gets +1 lore and gains whenever this is where I'm speculating. Whenever this character is challenged, each opponent chooses, and then who knows, it's emerald, so it's probably chooses to discard a card or return a 2 cost card or less to hand, something like that. Those are both abilities that are very much in Emerald's wheelhouse. Let's see what else. So let's take a look at the playmats next. So we've got 2 playmats like they have been doing since Rise of the Floodborn. The first one is the regular art for Mickey Mouse Brave Little Prince from Fabled. The other one is the enchanted art of Jasmine Steady Strategist from Reign of Jafar. I think the Jasmine one interests me more, but mostly because I like this trend of using enchanted art for accessories. We've been seeing this more and more. They did last set with the Mufasa, Rule of the Pride Lands enchanted art. We've seen an enchanted scar on Dex Box. So hopefully we see this more, because I would dearly love a All Is Found or Into the Unknown enchanted playmat. I would very much love either of those, because my daughter is obsessed with Frozen, and it's definitely grown on me. I'll say that. So one interesting note, if you look at all of these all these product images, we've got Trove, the booster box, booster packs, the decks, as I said, all this, and not deck boxes or sleeves. So this begs the question if we're getting deck boxes and sleeves for this set, or if they're being discontinued. So I have no knowledge on this one. I'm pointing it out. I will admit that I've always been wary about using the sleeves because of quality concerns. I'm not sure if they've improved that or not, because if they have, there's some that I'd like to get. I'm just not willing to make the jump until I know for sure. I will say that there's a bunch of targets around me that have plenty of sleeves, so they're a product that doesn't seem to move very fast, so maybe they have been discontinued. It's interesting to say the least, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that. So that's kind of Whispers in the Well in a nutshell. I'll say that I'm super excited for this set. I know Fable just came out. I mean, we're still a month away from the first set championships, but I'm really excited for the set because more new cards. Fable didn't have a lot of them. Gargoyles come into the game, which is a property I love. And on a personal note, my family has a Disney trip planned for that week after pre-release. So I'm really hoping they do the Pack Quest event again at DCA like they've done for Fabled. That would be amazing. My kids will dig that for sure. And if they do that, I'll make sure to bring that to you guys as well. Now, I will admit, I want Fable to breathe. I want to prepare myself for set championships, but I would be lying if I said I didn't have one eye securely on the horizon for this. What do you guys think about Whispers in the Well? Are you excited about the set, the accessories, new properties? Leave your thoughts down in the comments, and hey, while you're there, maybe consider giving us a like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our other Lorcana content. And I just want to thank you for watching this short little video, and I hope to see you in the next one.